I have too many lights on my motorcycle. Said no one ever.
This video is sponsored by Pathfinder LED.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruiseman's Garage. Today we're going to be talking about the ultra bright central tail light from Pathfinder LED. This is a brand new product and it may not look like much, but it can be a very important safety item for the rear end of your bike to make sure you're visible to traffic coming up behind you. You know, I've been a very big proponent of lights on the rear of the bike because people drive distracted today. They're not paying attention. So anything that can help get a driver's attention when they're coming up behind you at a traffic light or even as you're driving down the road, I think is a good thing. That's why I've been such a big proponent of the Pathfinder LED spoiler light that has the tail light, brake light, modulator all built in, and turn signals. Well, this light is very simple to install. It goes right above your license plate. You're going to be amazed at how easy this thing is to install and where it goes. And it provides super bright running light, a modulating flashing brake light so that when you put on the brakes, it flashes to get even more attention. They have 3 different options for this, and it's completely plug and play. The center tail light is available in 3 different lens configurations: clear, red, and smoke. If you're interested in this product, there will be links in the description of the video to the Pathfinder LED website. The center tail light replaces the small plastic cover that covers up the lock to release the left saddlebag lid. The series of tabs and clips on the back of the center tail light perfectly imitate those of that key cover, so this literally just snaps into place. And of course, the center tail light comes with Pathfinder LED's plug-and-play connector, so wiring this up is simple. Let's begin the installation by removing the 2 5mm socket bolts that hold on the rear fender. It's also important that you remove the seat off your Honda Goldwing so that we can access the wiring. To save time in this video, I've already removed the seat, and I'm not going to go into great detail on removing the rear fender. I do have Honda Goldwing maintenance videos that show exactly how to do this. It's a very simple process. You simply remove these 2 bolts, and then it's held in place with a series of clips and grommets. And once you've removed the bolts, you basically just pull the fender straight out and it will come away from the body. Be careful though, there is a wire connecting the license plate light to the motorcycle that we have to disconnect. You can disconnect the license plate wire by pressing this tab and pulling the connector to the right, and that will release it, and then you can remove the fender completely. Next, let's remove the small plastic cover that covers up that left saddlebag release lock. I'm using a 36-inch cable tie, and I've cut off the large locking end so that I can use this as my wire fish. And we're going to fish this up over the rear fender. Now, the first time I tried this, it didn't work too well because there were some obstructions in the way, and I learned a little tip. Make sure that your fish goes around this little post on the right-hand side. By fishing around this post, there's more room between the rear fender and the audio unit underneath the seat, and that will allow your connector to clear to get it where you need it to be. Now I'm simply using some masking tape to tape that plug-and-play connector to the end of my wire fish, and then I will pull the entire piece up under the seat to get it to where we need the connector to be. Now you can gently pull on the fish to get the connector to kind of weave around those various cable harnesses and other things, and there we have it, right under the seat where we need it. Now we're ready to mount the light. You can simply line up all the tabs and the little clips, and it just snaps right in place where we removed that plastic cover. Hey, a real quick reminder, if you want up-to-date information about new products like this, make sure that you've signed up for my free email newsletter. It doesn't cost anything. It's easy to unsubscribe if you decide you don't want to be a part of it. I'll put a link in the description of this video. One tip is to make sure you've removed all the slack from the cable. Make sure you pull it all the way through. And now we need to route it underneath that frame rail, that little bar that goes across. You don't ever want to have a wire on top of that, because when you put the seat back on, it could cause a problem. Now I have the Pathfinder LED isolator and lighting distribution hub installed on my Goldwing, and I have a complete video that shows how to install that lighting distribution hub and explains all of the benefits. It gives you plug and play simplicity for all of your lighting and accessories. I'll put a link to that video up in the corner of this video and in the description of the video as well. And now we're going to use the Pathfinder lighting distribution hub, and we're just going to plug this in to one of the ports. And it doesn't matter which port on either side, because all we're using is the running light and the brake light circuit, and that comes through on every single port, so it really doesn't matter where you plug it in. If you have a different brand of isolator already installed on your motorcycle, you'll have to obtain a plug-and-play adapter for that particular brand from that company. If you have something like a show chrome isolator, you'll have to wire it up directly by cutting off this little plug-and-play connector. The red wire is the brake wire, the white is the running light, and the black is the ground. Now when we turn on the motorcycle, you'll notice how bright that center tail light is. This is the running light that's on all the time. And then if we apply the brakes, you'll see the flashing brake light lights up even brighter with another row of LEDs, and it does flash to grab attention. You can see how this new center tail light is the perfect complement to the Pathfinder LED spoiler tail and brake light. I really hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you'd give the video a thumbs up. That really helps my YouTube rankings. If you have any questions or comments about this new product, please put it in the comments down below. And until I see you on the next Cruiseman's video, remember, ride often, but ride safe.